Hello friends, I welcome you all again for the session of tenses. Till now we have finished present tense as well as past tense. अब चलते हैं for the rules, the uses of the future tense. So friends, first the future simple or the future indefinite tense. The construction, इसका formation क्या है? The construction is subject plus shall will. Subject plus the helping verb shall or will plus the first form of the verb. Future simple always takes the first form of the verb. इस चीज को ध्यान में रखना. For example, we will know the exam results or CUT results in September. So I am talking something about September. September तक हमको इस एग्जाम के रिजल्ट पता चल जाएंगे. तो we is the subject, will is the helping verb, and we are talking about some time in the future, that is in September. Up, where is it used? It is used to talk about what we think or believe will happen in future. हमको लगता है कि फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है. Then we use this tense, that is future simple or future indefinite. I am sure Senorita will get a distinction. In fact, I am sure you all will succeed in your exams. Yes or no? Yes. So I am sure you all will succeed or your Senorita will get a distinction. अगर इस सेंटेंस को हम नेगेटिव करना है, yes, so how do you make this sentence negative? I am sure Senorita will not get a distinction. So this is the way the sentence is made into negative. So subject shall will, उसके बाद the negative word not लग जाएगा. If you want to make this sentence interrogative, will Senorita get a distinction? So you start with the helping verb. Will Senorita get a distinction? जब क्वेश्चन पूछना है आपको for interrogative statement, start that sentence with a helping verb, end it with a question mark, it turns into an interrogative statement. Future simple, very simple. I think India will win the World Cup again. I hope this is what you all also think. Yes. Very important point, please keep a note of it. Use the future indefinite tense in the main clause and not in the subordinate clause. What is main clause and what is the subordinate clause? See this statement very carefully. I shall come. This is the main clause. This is the main clause. And this is the subordinate clause. This is the subordinate clause. So now, क्या गलत है? What is wrong in this statement? Please keep on check on this, friends. If the rule says future indefinite tense in main clause and not in the subordinate clause, future indefinite tense use क्या है? हमने main clause में. You cannot use it in the subordinate clause. This sentence is grammatically incorrect. You cannot use shall or will for showing an ongoing single action. एक action के लिए हम shall or will एक sentence के अंदर नहीं लगा सकते हैं. If one is in the future indefinite tense, the other will always be will always be present simple. So ये अगर future indefinite है, this will be present indefinite tense. Please keep a check or note of this. Highlight कर लेना इस rule को. Error spotting में you can always expect such type of question in your exam. So how this sentence can be rectified? I shall come. ध्यान से देखना. I shall come. कब? When you call me. So this will is incorrect over here. ये यहाँ पे नहीं आना चाहिए. So I shall come when you will call me is incorrect. I shall come when you call me. So this is what you have to keep a check where future simple tense is concerned. I hope this rule is very clear with all of you. Moving on with the next tense. Example ले लो और the teacher will punish you if you will not do your homework. How do you rectify this? कैसे इस sentence को correct करोगे? Again in this sentence, if you just see two future clauses, the teacher will punish. You will not do your homework. This becomes incorrect. ये एक गलत तरीका हो जाता है. If this is the main clause, इसके अंदर future tense use किया है, the other will be present simple. So how do you rectify this sentence? इसका सही sentence क्या है? The teacher will punish you if you do not do your homework. This is the correct sentence for this one. Okay, moving on ahead with the next tense in future, that is future continuous tense. The syntax, the construction is this: subject plus shall will plus be plus the ing form of the verb. In all the continuous tenses, we always take the ing form of the verb. कहाँ यूज होता है ये? It is used to talk about the actions which will be in progress at a certain time in future. Future में उस समय क्या चल रहा होगा. For this we use the future continuous tense. Example in front of you. This time tomorrow I shall be teaching grammar to my students. कल इस समय क्या हो रहा होगा? जो अभी हो रहा है. Tomorrow at this time I shall be teaching you grammar. So subject plus shall plus be plus the ing form of the verb, and again clause for future tomorrow. So this is how or where this tense, that is future continuous tense, is used. Next, please don't come on Sunday evening. Sunday को मत आना, please. क्यों? I will be watching the cricket match on TV. Yes, IPL fever is on. So please Sunday को मत आना, मैं TV पर मैच देख रहा होऊंगा. So I'm talking some point of time in the future. What will I be doing that time? I will be watching the cricket match on TV. So this is the way this tense is used. It is used to talk about actions in the future which are already planned or which are expected to happen in the normal course of things. Simple example, the leaders will be meeting the PM next week. अगले हफ्ते इस समय क्या हो रहा होगा? The program has been fixed, decided. So the leaders will be meeting the PM next week. This is something about future continuous tenses. Next, future perfect, subject plus shall will. Perfect tense कौन सा form of verb लेता है? Which form goes with perfect tenses? Yes, always the third form of the verb is used where perfect tenses are concerned. The helping verbs in present perfect, has or have. The helping verb in past perfect, had, and the helping verb in future perfect is have. So subject plus shall will plus have plus the third form of the verb. Always the third form will be used where the perfect tense is concerned. And what does this tense tell us? It is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a certain time in the future. Future के कुछ समय पर ये काम या कार्य खत्म हो चुका होगा. Then we use this future perfect tense. I shall have done the work by then. उस समय तक मैं अपना कार्य पूरा कर चुका होगा. Shimona will have left for Dubai before you go to meet her. जब तक तुम फ्यूचर में उसको मिलने जाओगे, किसको? शिमोना को. She will have left for Dubai. That is, वो तब तक दुबई के लिए चली गई होगी. So at some point in the future, this action will have completed, and this is the usage of future perfect tense. One more example for you. By the end of this month, I shall have finished the syllabus. So इस महीने के एंड तक, some point of future, क्या काम खत्म हो चुका? I shall have is the helping verb, have is the helping verb, and this is the third form of the verb. Finish, finished and finished. So, finished is the third form over here. By the end of this month, I shall have finished the syllabus. Preposition by is used to show the point in time. And a very simple example समझने के लिए, Joseph's father will have arrived from his office. By लिखा है, so now it will become point of time, and Joseph's father will have arrived. So what is the meaning of this sentence? What is the meaning of this sentence? 8:30 बजे तक शाम को जोसेफ के फादर आ चुके होंगे, and we are using with this preposition by, and जब by के संग लगेंगे it becomes a point in time. And finally, the last of the tense, future perfect continuous tense, and the syntax subject plus shall will plus have plus been plus the ing plus since or for plus the complement of the statement. And friends, where do we use since? Since we use for the point of time, this we have already done. Since we use for the point of time, and for we use for the period of time. For हम use करते हैं for the period of time, for the duration. So subject plus shall or will plus have plus been plus the ing form of the verb plus the time constraint since or for plus the complement of that statement. This is the construction, this is the syntax of future perfect continuous tense. चलते हैं आगे, कहाँ यूज होता है? It is used for actions which will be in progress over a period of time that will end in future. So I am talking about this period in future. At that time, she will have been writing a novel for 3 months. So what is the meaning of this sentence? उस समय, at some point in the future, उसको novel लिखते लिखते 3 महीने हो चुके होंगे. Does this show that the novel will be completed? No, it will not be completed. The action is incomplete. Novel लिखते लिखते उसको 3 महीने हो चुके होंगे. The novel will be incomplete. The action is always incomplete over here. It's an ongoing process, ongoing action. Action चल रही होगी. So at some point of future, उस समय उसको novel लिखते लिखते 3 महीने हो चुके होंगे. At that time, she will have been writing a novel for 3 months. One more example which applies to me. By April, I shall have been teaching at Resonance for 16 years. Yes, April में मुझे, April I am talking about future, आने वाला है April. So April में मुझे Resonance में पढ़ाते 16 years हो चुके होंगे. So by April, I will complete 16 years. So this is something about future perfect continuous tense. So friends, this is all where tense is concerned. We have done all the tenses in details. Go through the earlier videos if you have missed out. And present tense हो चुका है, past tense हो चुका है, and future tense also we have completed. So whatever you can learn about tenses, try to gather all those things. Whatever knowledge you have about the tenses which you have learned in the past, bring that thing into the present. So your future will be bright. And finally, the usage of tense in a nutshell. Some rules जो आपको ध्यान रखना है, very important. Never use present continuous tense to express an habitual action. कोई habitual action के लिए never use present continuous tense. For example, he is swimming every morning. वो रोज सुबह swimming कर रहा है is an incorrect usage. For habitual actions, we always use present simple tense. So he swims every morning, that is correct, and this becomes incorrect. We cannot use present continuous tense to show habitual actions. Please keep a note of this important rule. Next, do not use past perfect tense to denote a single past actions. Example, I had visited the museum last Sunday. I had visited the museum last Sunday. Past perfect के संग adverb clause of the past नहीं रहेगा. Yes. So I visited the museum last Sunday. This is correct because whenever the time constraint is specified, हम कौन सी tense use करते हैं? Past simple. We never use past perfect tense whenever single action is denoted. ये अब हम कब use करते हैं past perfect? When two actions are there. Next, use the future tense only in the main clause and not in the subordinate clause. Jill will go when Jack will come is incorrect. Jill will go, Jack will come is incorrect. This is correct. Jill will go when Jack comes. And ये कौन सा tense रहेगा? This will always be present simple. This tense will always be present simple. Yes. I hope it is clear. Great. And finally, use the past tense in subordinate clause if tense in the main clause is in the past. Look at this statement very carefully. The soldiers killed, main clause in past tense, when the terrorists kill the terrorists when they see them. Look over here very carefully. The soldiers kill the terrorists. So in the main clause कौन सा tense use किया है? Past tense use किया है. And यहाँ पे subordinate clause में present tense use किया है. This is incorrect. So past tense use past tense in subordinate clause if the tense in the main clause is in the past tense. So they see them will be incorrect. इसको कैसे करोगे change? They saw them. So this part becomes incorrect and the soldiers kill the terrorists when they saw them. So if the tense in the main clause is past, then the future tense also will be in the in the subordinate clause the tense will also be in the past except for universal facts. For example, एक sentence लिख देता हूँ. The teacher told us. The teacher told us. Main clause past में है, but कोई universal fact है, then the sentence will be in present. The teacher told us that sun rises in the east. ये universal fact है. So this is the exception to this particular rule. This is the exception to this particular rule. In this, the main clause is in the past. The subordinate clause is not in the past. It is in present because it is universal fact. इसके अलावा, the important rule is if the tense in the main clause is in past, then in the subordinate clause it should also be in the past tense. The example is in front of you. So friends, this is all about tenses. Revise it, watch the video again carefully, practice them, and if you have any doubts, do send it in the comment box. Thank you all and enjoy learning and all the very best. Thank you everyone.